Hello and welcome to this guide to writing a funeral tribute. This is simple eulogy writing. It's not overly complicated and it's designed so that anybody can do it. So this is about talking about a person's early life, childhood and indeed education. Something to consider is where the tribute goes. In this case, we're talking about a celebration of life, which is a humanist style service. We will look at religious services in another video. So as you can see, we've got the entrance music, the welcome, the reading, and then the tribute. The tribute goes right in the middle. If you're using the idea of a sandwich with many layers that we've covered in a past video, then this will make sense. Right in the middle and before the music for reflection, because that gives people time to think about what you've said. So where to start? I normally think the right place is right at the beginning. That's a Winnie the Pooh quote for you. So we begin by setting the scene. So this is a fictitious person. John was born in London on the 21st of July 1940 as a much-loved son to Jack and Sarah Smith. So then we go on to say a little something about the family background. This was a hard-working family, with John's father employed as a local dock worker and Second World War veteran, and his mum a former barmaid in the Dog and Duck pub in Bow. The Smith family had lived in that same area for many generations. Now we have something about the other members of the family, so the siblings go next. John would grow up in this same area with his elder brother, that's the late Peter. It's always good to remember people have passed away. His sister Elizabeth and his younger brother Edward. During this time, his father would be away serving his country in the army until John was 6 years old. And then memories of his childhood. John had a happy childhood, despite the conflicts. And later in life, he would recall fondly how, as a child, he would make friends with all the market stall holders and earn a few pennies by helping out. By the time he was 12, he would take part in an historical occasion when he went to the Mall and experienced at first hand the royal procession to Westminster Abbey for the coronation of Her Majesty the Queen. We then go on to speak about his education. It was natural for John to attend Bow Junior and then the Phoenix Open Air School in that same area. We talk about his achievements. During that time, he became a school prefect and was even the captain of the school cricket team for some 2 years, leaving his full-time education with a glowing report from his headmaster, who wrote this: John is a conscientious student who is trustworthy and rather good at sports. I wholeheartedly recommend him as an asset to any future employer. And then you can include memories from the siblings, and of course it's okay to ask them to speak as well. Our memories of years gone past delivered by a friend or relative who have experienced them at first hand are often a wonderful addition to a personal tribute. If a person's gone back to school or continued with their education, it's important to mention that as well. In later life, John would return to full-time education when he read electrical commercial engineering at Southampton University, and he would leave with an honourable first. It's always nice to hear about qualifications, but this is not a CV. It's not a job application, so keep it brief, to the point, and only the really salient points, unless the whole service is about his career. And then, of course, feel free to ask for a colleague or a friend to stand up and speak, or list the major achievements. In this case, we're aiming to keep it simple and add memories if you like. So we talk about the childhood, the family background, the parents, siblings, education, secondary education, further education, including awards. And that's it. A very simple and easy way to approach somebody's early life, childhood, education and career. Our next video will be about looking at the military service and working life.